Oh, this is strong. What is this, Wild Turkey 101?
Wild Turkey 101.
Can we hop around or just go through?
Yeah, just hop around until you could find questions or something.
Hey guys, we are live and we have one viewer right now, but I have a feeling there's going to be more pretty soon. There's Yunkin. We are filming right now. Maybe I need to type this in the comments.
I love how I look like the Lush.
We're filming right now, and we're gonna do kind of a little live Q&A. I know they look like they're not paying attention, but they really are. Benny's
lunch.
ready, and you got Steve there and Yunkin. We're about to
What's
get
up, you beautiful?
boozed up, but so we have a list of questions that are
Feedback.
He's watching you go. He's watching you live.
we have a list of questions that we're gonna go
Watching
through.
you live next to you live.
It's reality. Have you ever had a dream that you could do so you want him to do you so much you could do anything?
A few moments later.
Love is love. Bendo with the switch again.
Q&A stuff that we want, like questions that we get a lot of. We're gonna go ahead and just answer those down. We're filming it, so you can watch this later if you don't have time right now. But I wanted to open this up on Instagram Live, so if you guys have any other questions you want to ask, we can address them right now. So let us know if you have a question, and we will address that. Questions for viewers will show up here.
Oh, dude. Does Mackenzie have a selfie stick?
No, she doesn't have a selfie stick. Okay, so today we wanted to talk about some of our most common questions that we get. Stuff that I get asked all the time, over and over again on comments, either YouTube or Instagram, whatever it may be. A lot of these questions keep coming up. So there's a core set that we're just going to address and answer now, so it's just easier for everybody to follow along with what we're doing. That's what this video is. Hope you like it. It's going to be honest. We didn't practice this. We're just going to answer some questions on the fly, and then if anything rolls in from IG, we'll answer that as well. We're also going to drink some booze and have a good time. So let's go ahead and let's start. What do we got? What's
All right.
And
First,
mix it up.
Mix it up? Okay. All right, so Instagram, we are doing a Q&A, so if you guys have any questions for William Douglas Co., let us know now so we can answer it for you. And L Woodworks, look at that. L, Jumper, thanks for joining. Pratt's Bill, thank you for joining. Dude, our boys are jumping in. All right, so first question. This should be actually geared towards William. Or the whole company. Do your neighbors ever complain of noise? That's one of your biggest ones.
Okay, everybody asks this. Do your neighbors ever complain of noise? We have actually had 2 complaints. That's it. Everybody else, our neighbors are really, really into what we're doing. They like us. We're really, really respectful to all of them. We help them with a lot of stuff for free and just to keep the peace. And we always shut down the shop at 5:30 at the latest. I mean, if we're out here past 5:30, we're not making noise, and we don't start until 8:30 or 9 a.m. So we are respectful. We don't have any problems with our neighbors, but we have had 2 complaints, and those were on Sundays, and they were in the middle of the day, so we were allowed to make noise. Police did come, and they did say that we were allowed to make noise and to continue working. They just had to come out because they were called, so no issues there. Anybody else want to chime in on that one?
I mean, there's definitely days we work past 5:30, but we're in the shop sanding, finishing, scheming, not making noise.
Oh, here's a few questions coming in. What's up, Trey? Oh, Trey's in here. Tiffany, what's up? Tiffany Timepieces.
What up, Tiffany?
Yeah,
we appreciate you.
Yeah, we appreciate you. And Tiffany actually asked, when are you guys going to graduate to metalworking? After seeing your shop, no one wants to step up to that level. Yeah, no one's got a second mortgage they can put out. So everyone, Trey said, nice beard. You didn't see his mustache? It's
I
more
think
of his
he's talking
mustache.
about his beard, man.
Oh,
shoot. Not my
damn.
beard.
Look at that
Definitely
ass.
not my beard.
All right, here's a question coming from Instagram. All right, guys, we got a question coming in from Instagram. How would you recommend jointing 10-foot boards without a jointer? If you only have a planer and small table saw available.
So here's what you're gonna do. You said the board was a 10-foot board? Is that what he said?
Yeah, 10-foot board.
So you need to get a piece of plywood. It's gonna be 8. You need the full 8 feet, and then you're gonna lay your board on top of that piece of plywood, shim underneath it all the high spots so that when you press down anywhere, it doesn't flex, and then send that whole thing through the planer like that. That way, instead of it flexing down from the feed rollers, you have it shimmed underneath the areas that it would flex, and it just skims the top. And you do that, crank it, lower it, feed it through again, and once you get one flat top, then ditch the plywood and run the other end through. Good.
Crank that curry sauce. All right, cool. So Dylan, come in. How many projects do you do? Xavier, we'll answer that in a little bit. We're actually going to do another question off of our list here, but Xavier does have a question. All right, this one's also for Will. Where the hell did you find your truck?
Okay, so my truck, I was looking for a Jeep J20. It's a J20, by the way. I was looking for one for like 5 years. The only ones that I could find needed more work than I could take on because I also needed it to be my daily driver. I found this on a website called jeeptruck.com. It was in Oklahoma. It wasn't on there very long. I bought it sight unseen and had it shipped over to me. And it had all kinds of problems. I don't know if I'm allowed to say the F word here.
On Instagram, yes, you can.
Okay.
I mean, you don't have any children followers, do you?
There are some
Hey, my
children
son's
in there, I
watching.
think.
Hey guys,
son's watching
anybody
right
that's 6 months and younger, cover your ears.
6 months.
It had a lot of problems, but we got it anyway, and it was done like it looked the way it does now. The paint and the interior were pretty good. I just had to put like $10,000 to $15,000 into it mechanically and we're still not all the way there yet, but it's a daily driver now. It runs good. It fires up every time, and we love that truck. Okay,
Yeah.
next question.
It's beautiful. It's definitely a head turner. J-Man Carpentry, thank you for joining. Sean Concrete, Michaels, I want a shirt. They are dope. The Wood Rabbit, we do have links available to our merch store on that Instagram link tree on his website. Ryan Smith, thanks for joining. Okay, so here's an Instagram question. How many pieces do y'all do in a week?
Like a quarter of a piece. It takes us like a month to do a piece, to be honest. We're a small shop, and the stuff that we do is really complicated. It's usually the work that we usually get is the stuff that other shops turn down because it's too hard to either to price out or it's too hard to accomplish without giving it too much time and thought. So we usually spend, I think on average, I would say 3 weeks on a project.
Yeah, it depends too. Obviously, every project has got its own challenges and complexities. I mean, we've knocked out a pair of nightstands in probably three working days tops.
Bed too.
And that bed, probably about the same timeline. But then there's projects like our table, the credenza that we've done previously, some other things that just seem to just be almost endless at a certain point. But
there are little things that come through, like Benny just killed
yeah.
a project in like 3 hours.
Yeah, we've got some kind of repeat customers that come to us for fairly small jobs right now. We've been doing a bunch of little displays for merchandise for this group, and those are things that come in and we'll do like whatever it is, 40 shelves in a day. This morning I made like 5 belt displays in just a couple hours. So there's small stuff, there's the big stuff too.
All right, and guys, don't forget to also
engage with
the tubes. All right, so we're gonna start scrolling down some of this, but I'm gonna give shout outs to people that are coming into the room. But we're going to flip flop between questions with the YouTube and then questions with IG. So all right, so Seven Summit, thank you for joining. Unfold Leather, Table Bar, Wood Shape, thank you for joining. All right, the next question is, why do you hate epoxy tables so much?
People do ask us that a lot. Why do we hate epoxy river tables so much? And I just want to be clear. It's not the aesthetic of it. I don't hate them because I think that they're hideous. Some of them they look really cool. Some of them do. I'll be honest. And if they're executed well, they can look pretty cool. My problem with them is not the aesthetic of it. My problem with them is just I feel like it's a waste of resources, because if somebody's spending that kind of money and you're in this business doing custom, at least our whole principle and everything that we do is wrapped around the idea that we're making furniture that's going to be passed down from generation to generation. We want our stuff to be passed down, and we want it to be relevant when it goes to your children or to the next generation. Even if you don't have children, it's not going to end up in a landfill. That's the goal of what we're doing. We want to be proud of what we make and what we leave behind, and I just don't feel like that's possible with plastic in between two slabs of wood. Obviously, a slab of wood is going to continue to move throughout its entire life. It's not going to stop moving, and your plastic is static. It's going to stay still. So eventually that joint's going to separate, and you're going to have problems. But not only that, there's like, it makes sense right now, it's a massive fad, but this is literally like the mullet of woodworking. This is the peach colored carpet in grandma's bathroom. When it makes it to the next generation, they're going to be like, what the hell is this? I don't want this dramatic, loud, busy piece of furniture in my house. I just want something that can be quiet and whatever. Like, it's just not timeless. It's just my problem with epoxy river tables is that they are not timeless, and it's a large amount of effort to create such a thing. In my opinion, it's a waste of what we do as craftsmen. Yeah, you guys jump in. What do you guys think?
People buy them. People like them.
I mean, yeah, it's a
if
thing.
they pay bills,
Yeah.
There's that. But
Yeah, we're not
Totally
trying
get
to
it.
cut into anyone's like livelihood, about
sure.
like create what you can
Absolutely.
create, but understand that it might have an expiration point, and you have to live with that, and you have to evolve yourself. Don't just get like pigeonholed into just making that, epoxy river table, right? Like learn the craft, like more beyond it, because when the fad or whatever it is goes away, you're gonna have to, either find the next fad and master that, or get to something that's going to be timeless. So
Yeah, my problem with it is just more principle. Like I feel like we should be more responsible with what we're doing. We should care more about where our stuff's going to end up. If I didn't, then I would be doing things at a really low cost and trying to compete with like IKEA. If I really didn't want to give that thought and I didn't care about, I just think that we should take that more seriously. Where our pieces are going to end up in the next 10 years. Don't waste resources. Plastic is cool, but I just don't think it should be in your dining table.
all right, you guys have another say on that, or you guys want to move on to the next
I
question?
think Will hit it pretty well.
Will, you hit it pretty well. Geez, so many questions, guys. Slow down. All right, here's from Unfound Leather. He asked, what are some cons of running your own business? And then this is going to be a pop quiz hot shot. So we're going to keep this. We're going to keep this under a minute. All right.
Pop quiz hot shot, under a minute. If I aspire a minute, just cut me off.
Yeah.
What are some of the cons of running your own business? The major obvious con of running your own business is that when there is a mistake, you as the business owner, you might be eating ramen for the next month. And that's something that we always have to be conscious of. So make sure that you train your guys well. Otherwise, you're not going to last long. Every single mistake, everything overlooked, all that stuff, especially in your first few years getting going, it hurts. It matters. You don't get to just punch out. That's another thing is I would love to go into my family at the end of the night and be done with work, but I can't. I have to be thinking about what I'm doing tomorrow. I got to be thinking about how I can be productive. Sometimes I'm up till 2, 3 in the morning responding to comments on YouTube and Instagram because I want to make sure I'm staying engaged with the media side of things. It just never stops. So that's the biggest obvious.
I just got yelled at. Sorry, guys. I was covering the mic for a second there. Good. We're there. We're clean. We're clean. So, did you have a touch on that? It looked like you might have wanted to say something there.
I'm fortunate in the sense that It is not my business. It is not my debt. It is not my, financing the CNC. Granted, I do everything I can to make sure that we are being efficient with materials, efficient with our time, trying not to get behind or over our heads in certain things. But it's a lot of weight on Will's shoulders, and I know that I have the luxury or the ability to kind of walk away from that to some extent. Granted, like, his success is my success too, because he's writing me a paycheck, every 2 weeks. So that's important.
Yeah.
Wait, you get a paycheck?
That's Wait, you get a paycheck? Okay. Thank you so much for the question there. Unfound Leather, Table Bar, thank you for joining. Wood Shaped, J-Man Carpentry, he's got a question there. So some questions are lining up. We're going to get to all you guys here in a second, but go ahead, Steve. What's the next question on our list?
The next question that we have is, why don't you wear PPE?
So I have a mustache, and I grew it specifically so I don't have to wear a respirator. It collects all the particles before they can enter my. No, the truth is we do wear PPE. It's just, you don't see it a lot because we're filming and you can't hear me talk if we have PPE on, and it's like we're kind of balancing it out, trying to figure out how to still protect ourselves and shoot. So we're just trying to figure that out right now. But we do wear PPE.
Oh my God, did you hear that? We're probably going to make the first PPE embedded Bluetooth mic by William Douglas Co.
Cut a hole in the center.
just for woodworking media creators. All right, A.B. Bradley has a question. L Woodworks, man. L Woodworks is actually a patron of ours, right? Too, as well. Or Eli Woodworks, maybe not.
I don't know.
Okay, so the next question is, what's the project you're currently working on?
We have two or more. We have at least two things going on. The two main things that we're doing right now, we have a really big 3-piece, 8-foot by 8-foot walnut bookcase with a mid-century modern librarian ladder with bent wood. It's going to be really badass. We're working on that right now, as well as we're doing a chair video. Somebody ordered a chair, a Cody 3 chair, and we're shooting their chair video because we're almost at 20,000 subscribers on YouTube, which we said when we hit 20K, we were going to release a chair video and teach you something. I know a lot of people say you guys aren't teaching us anything. We're going to teach you how to make our chair.
The actual chair, guys, 20K is coming up soon, and we thought we were going to hit this 20K in 6 to 8 months, so thank you. Yeah. And then go ahead.
Yeah, so we're filming that, making a chair, and we are also making a bookcase, and then we're doing a bunch of little jobs in between.
Yep.
Okay.
A workbench too.
Oh yeah, a workbench.
Yeah. A workbench, but that's a personal situation.
True. No one's paying.
Okay, so you got another question, Steve.
All right. Is it really heirloom furniture if it's made by a machine?
Okay, CNC haters. Okay, so.
Well, if it's the future, then.
Right. So, okay, there's a. Do you guys want me to jump into this one? Does anybody else have anything to say?
Just don't say names.
Okay, I'm not gonna say.
No names. Well,
Brian from Tallahassee.
Okay, so
Brian from Tallahassee.
I get
Brian.
I get a little bit. I understand a little bit of this whole CNC is a disconnect from your hands and what humanizes our work, especially when you're doing something like furniture. We shouldn't take away from the human aspect of building. I agree with that. What people are misunderstanding or forgetting is it's up to you as the person who has the CNC to make that decision. If you let your CNC machine dictate everything that you design based on the limitations of the machine, then it's a problem. Then I can agree with you on that. But if you are designing something the way that you want to design it, and you are doing whatever it takes to make it the way that you want to make it, and there happens to be some windows of opportunity where you can expedite parts of the process by using a CNC machine, then you would just be foolish not to. That's my take on that, and that's as simple as it gets.
Yeah, and expediting it, right? Lowers cost of man hours.
We're doing
right?
this for a business. This isn't.
Right.
We're not hobbyists. We are actually making a living out of this, and I am not letting my machine dictate any of my designs by the limitations of the machine. We only use the machine when we can use the machine, and that's like cutting out profiles. Like I can cut them out with a bandsaw and use a flush trim router bit and cut out the profile, and then I can do it on the CNC machine, and it is exactly the same thing, just one is faster. So that's just, you can't just call that out broadly and say everybody who uses a CNC machine is disconnected from the human aspect of building furniture, because that's just not true. Just doesn't make sense.
I think we don't want to forget too that we do a lot of hand tool work as well.
Yeah.
I don't want anybody to not understand that aspect. It's just we've chosen where to use each one. They both have a place.
But never do we let our CNC machine dictate our designs by the limitations of the machine. We never do that. We design what we want to design, and all the joinery happens the way it's going to happen, the way we want it, and then we explore whether or not it would be a good time to use a CNC machine or not. And that's the important thing, is we're not saying, okay, what can my CNC machine, because that's all I'm going to design. Something that my CNC can do, and I'm completely hands off. That's a different argument.
Bradley, that's a good question. A.B. Bradley had a question. Lamb 3512, thanks for joining. IC Squared, thank you for the question. Hold on, we'll get to you. EMAT 142, thank you for joining. Table Bar, Design Belgium joined, thank you. Pratt Builds, thank you. I've said it many times, but kudos to your content. Love your videos, guys. That's from L Woodworks, and I think he is a patron. He is a patron. Thank you for being part of us and supporting us each month and being on our Discord. All right, from A.B. Bradley, how did you get the initial capital to start your business? I think you covered a lot of that on your introduction video too, right?
Sure. I'll just try to keep it brief.
Yeah.
Initial capital to start my own business. I worked a full-time job, and I pretty much didn't see my family for a long time, because any extra money that I was getting, I was investing into buying tools, and then I was working after work and on weekends all the time, just grinding, working, learning, trying things out, trying designs out, trying to sell things that I made, and sometimes just trying to figure out the craft because I love doing it. It wasn't something fast. I didn't leave and have to buy all new stuff. I've been buying things over the past 6 years, and every time I buy something, it goes on a credit card, and then I just work my ass off to pay that credit card off. And I'm buried in debt. I don't have this. Not all paid for. I owe a lot of money, and I'm just trying to make enough money to pay my bills and do what we love. That's what we do. Beautiful.
All right, I'm gonna run down here for a couple of people that just joined too. Ego Builds, yes. Burnt Bridge Wood, Twill 0530. The Roaring Woodworker. The Roaring, why can't I say that? Roaring Woodwork.
The
Roaring Woodwork. Yeah, say what's up to him, man. He's out of California.
I might see you, man, in San Francisco. Roaring Woodwork. I'm going there in a couple months. We might have to meet up.
Dude, he's the guy, dude. We love your work, man. All right, so then the next question here. Let's see what Steve's got for the YouTubes.
I've got kind of a piggyback off that last one. I see you have a lot of expensive equipment. Is that necessary to start out?
Is it necessary to start out? That just really depends on where you plan on going with this. If you want to make a business out of this, the equipment that we have, I believe, is necessary. If you're doing this every day and you have work every day and you're actually cranking things out, you need to have reliable tools that aren't going to break down on you. They need to be efficient, they need to be strong, and they need to be accurate. So the stuff that we have, I think, in my opinion, they are necessary for sure. If you're just doing it for hobby or for yourself or still on weekends and you just want to get started, then no, you don't need to start out with what we have. I went for a good 4 years, I believe, with an Inca combination jointer planer, Swiss made. It was maybe $1,500, and it was a jointer planer combo, and it definitely couldn't handle what these can handle, but it was true, it was reliable, and it worked well. So it just depends.
It just depends. And then we might down the line do a video
It
of
just
like
depends.
it just depends.
You're hyping up my answers.
I don't know. So maybe down the line we'll do like if you had if you're trying to get tools, like what budget, obviously it's not going to be the say all end all, but it's like whatever you're trying to make probably. Yeah.
There's still some good stuff at lower costs for sure.
Oh yeah, for sure. All right, cool. Let's go down the line here. So we got a few more questions. When are the plans / videos coming out for your chair? Thank you, Pratt Builds. When we hit 20K, we're already filming the video on how to actually make the chairs and the plans and the templates, right?
We're about
That's a
halfway.
teaser, actually.
We're about halfway through the chair build right now. So I think we're at like I want to say 16,500 subscribers on YouTube. So we should be hitting 20,000, I think, in the next few weeks, and we'll have the chair video done by then. So basically what I want to do, if we can, is as soon as we cross 20,000 subscribers, I want it to release whatever time it is, whatever, man. We cross 20, the video
Dude,
releases.
like right
It's
on
like
the
a-
20,000 marker, like
Yeah.
that's the finish line.
That's what I want to do.
Call your
All
friends.
right.
Tell your wife's friends.
You hear that? William has no idea what he wants to do. No, I'm kidding. We'll do it. We'll do it. Let's just do dumb stuff. Okay. So I think I'm gonna do some more shout outs here real quick, and then we have another question for the YouTubes. Let me Ego Builds, Burnt Bridges. We already said those guys. Porish Woodworking gave us hard eyes. Thank you.
What is a hard eye?
Like hearts on the eyes.
Oh, hard eyes.
Hard
I thought
eyes.
you said hard eyes.
Hard eyes. He gave us prison eyes.
Give us the side right here.
All right. Beard and Wood, thank you for joining. Owlhead Wood Co. Dude, I love all the Wood Co companies that are in here. Bread and Wood, cheers, dude. Like, we would love to have some beers with you. RM Builds, Troy Woodworking. Yo, I'm Sam. Okay, hi, Sam. All right. So I think we do have a question for the YouTubes.
All right, the next one up is Pollo or El Pastor. So this is for a Taco Tuesdays.
Taco Tuesday question.
That's
we
bad.
all go down this line, dude. All right,
Okay,
let's
let's
do
make it quick. Okay,
Yeah.
so
If I'm going gut,
all
I'm going
so
Pastor.
good.
Al Pastor, all the way,
Pastor.
man.
El Pastor
Give me those
all the way,
flavors.
depending, because like sometimes chicken can come out really dry for me.
That's true.
Like the chicken has to be made right for me to order it for sure. But I know that pork for some odd reason has fatty content, so no matter what, it's going to have moisture.
Pig is
Probably
awesome.
going to be pretty good.
Pig is awesome.
okay, what's next?
Wait, did you answer?
I didn't really answer. I like both of them. I usually get 3 chickens.
Dude, that's a cop-out,
and
see?
4 pastor.
Will can't decide again.
Yeah. Well, can't decide again. Yo, let's just release it at 2 a.m. when that Polish guy likes her 20 when he hits 20,000. All right.
me
So
go again?
no, I go again.
Okay.
All right. Let me run down. Let me give some more shout outs here. Troy Woodworking. I'm Sam. Pignonski, whatever. Pratt Builds. RM Builds. Troy Woodworking. Mad Lid Custom Designs. JM Carpentry. Thank you. Mimosa Caststone. KM. Blah 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 blah. All right. Next question. There was one on here that was pretty good. What do you do? Oh, what do you stress eat when shit hits the fan?
I feel like I've
what do you
seen
stress eat when
more
shit hits
not
the
eat
fan?
at all.
That's exactly.
Oh,
right.
maybe you don't
It's,
eat.
when it hits the fan. This is what I eat. That's what I eat when shit hits the fan. You won't see me take a lunch break when shit hits the fan.
Yeah.
True.
What do you stress eat? Shit hits the fan.
Dark chocolate.
Benny eats
As long
dark.
as it's dark, man. 90%.
Don't
maybe
get it
more.
twisted. He doesn't like milk chocolate.
No, I don't like milk.
Don't get it twisted.
It's true.
Don't like milk.
No milk.
Steven.
I'm going pork, man. I like
Bacon.
all pig. I want all the pig.
Whole entire pig.
No, good barbecue is probably where I'm going to go for a stress eat. all
For
the time.
stress eat. Dang.
Yunks, what you got?
I don't stress, so I'm good. I just eat. All right. For sure. Let's run down some lists, and then we're going to go on the next YouTube question. Porsche Woodworking, Design Belgium. I already said those guys. Dang. All right, let's keep on going down this line, dude. Cheers to you, Toast. Yes. J-Man Carpentry, LL, well said about epoxy. I'm with you 1,000%. That's a lot of percentage.
That's a ton of percentage.
Yeah, that's maybe too much. You want to kind of dial it down on the percentage. Mimosa Caststone, thank you for joining. Jay Duckworth, Jeromeable, 100%. I mean, on the epoxy tables. Wood shape, thumbs up. So this is just going. Okay, so Burnt Bridge Wood Co. Okay, but he does have a question. Is using a CNC machine learning the craft or learning how to use a computer? Didn't you kind of cover this already with the...
a CNC machine isn't, I wouldn't say it's learning the craft. It's a CNC machine is just another tool in your tool belt. So if you don't need it. You don't need a CNC machine to accomplish hardly anything that we do. But if you can master it, you're going to be setting yourself up for more success if you plan on doing this for business, because you now can expedite your work. So I can tell you that I learned CNC way later, and I didn't use a CNC machine for a long time. And then when I got one, it was insane how hard it was for me to learn how to use it. So it is not, like, don't take it like it's an easy cop-out, because it was just as hard, if not harder, for me to learn CNC as it was to learn traditional woodworking. It's hard. Unless you're like a really young guy coming in that knows a ton about computers, like, there's so much terminology that you have to learn and so much that you have to understand about the machine. And if you don't have experience around that, don't discount how difficult it is to learn that. It's not easy. It's hard. It's really hard.
Nice. All right. Well, throwing back to the epoxy river tables, Madil Custom Design said, well said, couldn't agree more. It's about reducing carbon footprint. All right. DJ NT joined. Thank you. Jumper 540, well said, he said. Design Belgium, hi from Belgium. Hello from Phoenix, Arizona.
What time is it in Belgium?
Yeah, what time is it in Belgium, dude? Like, well, he's on. RSD Construction, everything. I'm just going to go down this because I think we're almost done here. Andres 7, blah, blah, blah. Couldn't agree more regarding epoxy tables by Seven Summits Mill. Julian Sylvia, Black Timber Company joined. Eddie Marshburn, thank you. All right. You got a next question, right, for the YouTubes?
I do. The next one is, do you have a business partner or are you self-funded? I think we kind of went over that.
No business partner. I've tried to get support from business partners, and there's too much money to be made in stock markets. So if you want to give me money, let's partner up. But right now, I've been doing everything by myself with no help, zero help. I don't have rich parents. My parents are the opposite of rich. So and everybody who sees me and thinks I come from money or I had help or assistance, I had none, zero, absolutely nothing. I started from scratch. Let's just be clear about that, because I worked my fucking ass off. Sorry to cuss again.
Yeah, no, I mean, that is one thing that you guys definitely need to understand, because I feel like there's a lot of misconceptions out there, because he's like, oh, he's got all the nice tools, he's got a good truck and stuff like that. Like, boy, put it together, man. All right, what's the next thing going down the line here? Eddie Marshburn, Empire Johnny, blah, blah, blah. What camera do you use for filming? I'm going to start a YouTube channel soon and have zero camera knowledge. So what we shoot with is a Sony A7R3. It's like a hybrid if you're into photos and video. So it's going to be like a workhorse for you if you want that sense. It's not going to be primarily just for one or the other, but if you like to learn both, that is a good camera. So Sony A7R3, and I think the price has been reduced because of the newer ones that are coming out now. But this is the setup that we have on it. So it's a small rig, and so the small rig is just encasing it, and this is the Rode VMP Plus. It's just a shotgun mic, but also we do use a gimbal too, the Cyan Weebill S too as well. That's what we shoot with. And then there's like, if you join our Discord or whatever, we could talk shop, like workshop, and then also equipment and shooting. So if you're ever interested in learning more, definitely join our
Discord.
Join our Discord by becoming a patron. So let's go down the line here. I never understood why people shit on CNC machines. It's just another tool. Offcuts Woodwork said that. Thank you. So Wood Shape said, craftsmanship is evolving with technology. The true craftsman is a hybrid. Now to get the best, most efficient results possible. Cool. The same note you touched on. Owlhead Woodco Whiskey B, thumbs up. Eddie's Workshop, hello. And then Owlhead Wood Hard Eyes. Okay. Unfound Letter asks, do you guys have a P.O. box for fan mail? I love to want the team some pieces in return for the effort in helping the community and the content for you guys to provide. We will set that up. That's a great idea. We should definitely do something like that. Also, I don't think this was a question. A lot of people ask what music we use on our videos, and I use a site personally because I do all the editing called Epidemic Sounds, and we do have a link we're gonna have a link in the descriptions on our YouTube video on this next video, and also in William Douglas's link tree. So if you sign up using that link, it's going to also help us up and give us a few free months too of that service too as well. So Epidemic Sounds for music. So because people ask what music we use, and I give them the music, and they're like, "How come I can't find this anywhere?" It's because it's on a platform. All right. So what's the next YouTube question here that you might have?
I have. If you had to live with a carpet in your bathroom or a river table in your dining room, which would you choose, and which is the worst hell?
Let's all go down the line on this. I'm taking carpet in the bathroom.
I said previously carpet in the bathroom, but now I'm thinking I would just live with a tablecloth over my table.
Wait, what's the question?
The question is, if you had to live
Which is the
with
worst hell?
carpet in your bathroom or river table in your dining room, which would you choose? Which is the worst hell?
Oh my god. I would reassess my life and figure out why are these my only two options, and then burn the house down for the insurance money.
No, carpet's not that bad. You just gotta sit down when you pee.
No, but like, it's not that bad. But if you're a germaphobe,
Why is it always wet?
Like, I would not go in that bathroom knowing that there's carpet in it. Because
Why?
Because I'm not using the toilet. There's all kinds of shit on that fucking carpet.
Okay, so this
like
is
in a
different.
dorm
If you're
room,
like
you gotta wear shoes.
If you're a dorm room, then you know there's probably puke next to the toilet. But if you're a family, come on, man, just sit down
Still,
and
if
pee.
you're
Yeah.
a family, there's carpet next to your toilet.
Don't pee next to the toilet. Pee in the toilet.
Yeah, but you think you're hitting the toilet 100%.
I just pee in the bathtub.
But you know there's
Got 100%
splash.
accuracy, man.
Yeah, if you have 100%. Oh yeah, don't you? Someone sits when they pee, right? Because it's polite. One of you guys do.
I
that.
do.
Yeah,
I sit when I pee.
that's why he's 100% accurate.
If I'm at home, right? If I'm not at home, then
Was
I
that
mean,
The wall,
That's
is,
TMI.
the wall is fair game.
yeah, because like I don't want to. That's disrespectful to my wife. Why am I going to splatter when I can just sit down and answer some Instagram questions while I'm going pee?
No, I totally. My wife would say the river table all day, and I would say carpet in the bathroom.
You could always
That
just
very reason.
board up that bathroom and build another one.
There
That
you
wasn't specified in these questions. right?
Loopholes.
Guys,
Loopholes.
I'm not a woodworker or whatever. I'm just a videographer and a media person, so I probably secretly will choose epoxy table in my dining room because I just cannot live with the fact that I have carpet in a bathroom. So, yeah. So, I mean, like, yeah, you're supposed to stick to your like beliefs, but I mean, I think mine has broken down there at that point. So, but like, let's move on to the next.
We all
What
have
I say?
lines.
All right, yeah, right, dude. That's like a point of no return for me, for sure. There's certain lines that a man can't cross that he can't come back from. So, like Blatchy Building, blah blah blah. Built. We answered your question about the camera. Kylo, yes to you too. Whatever you're saying, yes to. Nice, excited to see it. Nice, J-Man Carpentry is excited to see the chair. Offcut Woodworks. Oh, okay. Table.bar says thoughts on an Insta Woodworkers Dodgeball League. Why can't we just play softball? Why does it have to be dodgeball? Like, are we
Are you
that
scared of getting nailed?
I mean, you can still get nailed in softball.
Oh, dude, yeah, and
Yeah.
knock some teeth out.
I prefer the old man softball. I can drink the entire time. Keep
I'm a basketball guy, but I'll play dodgeball. The problem is, I feel like all these woodworkers.
They can get competitive.
No, we're just all so far away from each other.
Oh yeah. Like, how far are you, table.bar? Like, are we supposed to meet in Vegas for the 10th annual Woodworker Dodgeball Convention.
ESPN the Ocho.
Yeah. Do your neighbors complain about the noise? We've already covered that, Jack B. Dalton, and there's a couple of questions, and the YouTube video that's going to come out with the Q&A is going to have that information. The Double Blossoms just said hello. Built Not Bought said hello from North Dakota. What camera do you use for YouTube? A7R3 Sony. Recon Welds and Woods, Wave, Lighthouse Boston, hello. All right, here's the next question. Hallman Woodworks. Do you work outside in the summer?
Because dear Lord. Because I'm looking to make a new start. Oh, Mother of God! Dear Lord! Woo.
Yes, we do, and it's
True.
hot as hell.
So hot.
What we do is we each have like a gallon of water at least, and that gets us through the first 2 hours. We have to drape. Right now, we got the shade sail up just here, but we have to drape shade sails on the sides as well because it's literally hell in the summertime here. Our machines can't even be in the sun for more than 5 minutes because you can't even touch them. So we do work in the summer, and it sucks.
I mean, what? It's March now, and we're outside, and it's like a beautiful 72 degrees and sunny, and this is why.
Sorry,
people live
North
in
Dakota.
Phoenix. Yeah.
Yeah, North Dakota must be nice. All right, you can't shovel sunshine, as they say. What's the next YouTube?
All right, I got one for Benny.
Uh-oh.
Why did it take you 3 weeks to make a cat coffin?
Well, you see,
Infamous cat coffin. Let's go.
you see,
Let's go.
we had to wait for the cat to thaw out so we could do some accurate measurements of this
That's
poor
actually
cat's body. And then we were able to kind of custom tailor the size of this sarcophagus around the cat. A bunch of other stuff happened off scenes that you guys didn't see, such as actually, I don't know how familiar you are with Egypt and ancient Egypt and all the crazy stuff there. And there's booby traps and there's like crazy, Egyptian gods and stuff. And we all know cats are Egyptian gods. And so as I was building this coffin, things were going wrong. We were having electrical issues in the shop. It would be like, we'd be working maybe late at night and all the power would go out. We couldn't see anything. I was coming in and like all of our Lee-Nielsen hand planes would be just like in a circle on the floor with the chisels laying out like a crazy Egyptian like pyramid thing with like the all-seeing eye and other cat gods and stuff. It was just like stuff was trying to really make it known that this cat sarcophagus had to be excellent. It had to be fit for an Egyptian god. So it was something I really tried my best to not get in any trouble with the Egyptian spirits and gods, and just give it my best.
Cheers.
Right on, man.
Here's to dead cats.
Yeah.
Dead cats.
A few moments later. All right. Table.bar says camera twins. Yeah, dude, you have an A7R3? Dude, I will have this for a very long time. It's a really great camera. I think my next purchase will probably be a Blackmagic, the new one, the Pocket Cinema 4K, or possibly the 6K if budget allows. Built Not Bought. Thanks for answering the camera question. I really enjoy your content. Thank you. We enjoy you hanging out and being who you are. Wood Shaped. I use Epidemic. I love the service. Yes, dude. Unfound.leather. Sorry, speak to text butchered my question. I'll DM you. Yes, dude. I think you asked about that P.O. box too. We might set one up for sure. Fan mail down the line. We just didn't know how big we are with fans. So Jack B. Dalton, do your neighbors complain about the noise? We have a video on that. We've answered that many of times, and then you're gonna see it on this Q&A video, and then you can also see it in our other videos too on our YouTubes. Table.bar says Cincinnati fam. Table.bar will World Cup style it. I backs high from Australia. Aye, mate.
Down under.
G'day.
Good day, mate. I hope you're staying okay with all those wildfires out there, man.
For real, man.
Hallman Woodworks. I'm sorry, guys, from Oregon. Dude, we love the state. No complaints. Pretty cool rivers and trees. 650 our code. 7280 in San Jose, California. They got 80 degrees in San Jose.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah.
Hey. Here.
I didn't know this was a temperature measuring contest, but weird flex, man. Design Belgium. Do you usually push designs to the market, or do you usually design what customers request? Design Belgium ask.
What was that?
Do you usually push designs to the market, or you usually design what customers request?
No.
Yes. No. All right. So So the what? Yeah. I mean, that's a loaded question.
Okay, it's hard to. I'll do my best to do
It's a little technical.
quick answer. So, we do develop products that we are really excited about, and we sell those. But most of our work comes from. I like what's going on back here. Looks good.
Boots. Oh, halo.
Yeah, it looks cool. But most of our work is people who want something custom, which I'm still designing. But I'm not designing a product at that point. I'm designing something for them in their custom space. That's what most of our work is us putting our heads together and designing stuff for customers. So I don't know if that.
Show them this. Look, a possible T-shirt.
Oh,
This is one of our logo
I don't
designs.
even know if people like this shirt.
Yeah.
Do you guys like
So up
this?
front, it's gonna have. Well, this is gonna be adjusted. We're gonna fix that and make it a little bit bigger. But that's gonna be. So if you're like wearing your apron and stuff like that, you'll be able to see.
You still see?
Yeah. All right.
Willie's got another one on here.
Yeah, dude, that one's sweet. I got one of
Yeah.
those, but they sent me a wrong size. So they're gonna send me the right
Good
one.
old nipple Will.
All right. Let's run down the line. You got another YouTube question?
I do. Where did you learn the craft? Did you take an apprenticeship under a master, or what did you do?
Yes, well,
I did not train under anybody. I just started making stuff. I've probably watched a video or two. I have taken one class with a local guy who trained under James Kranoff. And that was just a hand playing class about a year ago. But before that, I just everything looked easy, so I tackled it. I tried things, and I had some hard lessons, and I learned, and I just kept at it, and here we are today. No training from anybody. Sometimes that's a good thing. Sometimes that means that you're thinking outside the box a little bit because you didn't have anybody tell you that it's not the way it's done.
yeah. And then these two boys over here are getting some training from me.
From Big Will.
Oh God, help us all.
Yeah, I'll show you how to use it. So AB Bradley says, thanks for answering the question. Congrats to the success. I'm sure you'll get it paid off soon. You are well on your way. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much, AB Bradley. Everyone say thank you, AB Bradley.
Thank you, AB.
Thanks, AB.
Okay, and then so I think we're down the line here. Blah, blah, blah. So,
Blah, blah, blah.
Concept.North, Jack B. Dalton. Jack B. Dalton, how many hours do you work a week?
Maybe the better question is, when do you sleep?
Yes, that's probably a better question for Willie.
Yeah, I mean, so you can
That's-
ask Benny his answer. Benny works normal operating hours. I don't
Yeah, I'm
stop
lucky.
working.
Yeah, because he's all like, I force him to do like social media and like respond to everyone's comments, and stuff like that, so we can start building this community. And like we genuinely want to like educate and like connect with people. So it's part of the sweat equity that we're putting into this community building and channel.
But Benny works, what do you work, 40?
40. Yep.
40
And I mean,
clean.
I'll say there's like some weeks where it feels like you're hardly actually in the shop building anything, but you're doing all the other stuff, whether it's CAD work, sorting out CNC, bidding
Finance
jobs,
business side of everything.
all that, just doing the business stuff. And I always feel sad for you because you're not actually getting your hands filled with splinters,
Yeah, it gets,
sawdust,
But when he does,
sometimes-
you could see it though. You could see the passion and the craft in it.
Oh,
though.
yeah.
It's like
That
seeing
doesn't go away.
like cherry build come together, man. I think it's gonna be one of our best series that we have. Obviously, we're growing, so it's hard to gauge the analytics between like old videos that are doing really well to new videos with new subscribers and new traction, and stuff like that. But I think I think we're gonna definitely cast a wider net, as they would say, for sure, with this chair video. And then actually Will is actually doing it with his hands, talking to you about it, showing you step by step. So it's gonna be really cool. It says, have you guys looked at a power feed for jointer to expedite milling? Power feed for
I haven't, To be honest, I've never seen a power feed on a jointer before. That sounds... I don't know how I feel about that. I've seen a power feed primarily on molders or shapers. I don't know. I've never even heard of that or seen that.
If you have more information on it, you should DM us so we can check it out.
Definitely.
You think I don't
If you
know
have
if I'd
more
like it.
information.
Well, I wonder, like, obviously it's putting pressure down to push a board through, and
I don't think that...
if you're trying to get rid of, you know,
The roller
that
feed
rise,
must be
you know,
the roller feed must be on the outfeed table then, because it can't be on the infeed
Yeah,
table.
okay.
Otherwise, it's gonna. It has to be on. That's weird. I don't know. Do you like it? Do you have one?
Yeah, kind of elaborate on that later somehow. It's how it works.
Send me a DM,
dude, aloha, bro.
slide into those DMs.
Saw, bro. Saw, dude. Okay, concept.north. The more important question is, what type of whiskey is that?
This is a. I don't remember, but it's
Wild
a single
Turkey
malt.
101.
It's a single malt aged bourbon. This is that you only break out when your homies are around. Yeah, it's good. It's really good. But I
Yeah,
don't remember
it's
what it is.
tasty.
Well, what do you know? What's your normal go-to? Can you hold this real quick? What's your normal go-to
like
bourbons?
day to day, we drink Bullet, but this is
Day to day.
nicer.
If it's lunchtime.
Yeah.
Well, we don't have to-
Hour to hour. All right. Cool. All right. RZ Industries. Thank you. Concept.north. Thank you for the question. Vocal Eyes. An aspiring woodworker from Gilbert's. Love what you guys are doing for Phoenix. Thank you. And also, for the Phoenix area, thank you for being a part of it. If you're inspiring to be a woodworker, definitely get with us somehow. Join our Patreon. Become a patron, and then you can get definitely more information, more insight.
More access.
Yeah, more access. It's like a direct link to all of us. So cool. But that's down the line of all the IG. Do we have any more questions of YouTube?
I have one last question, and it is, do you guys really wear magnums?
I think you know.
I mean, I'm Asian, so you should know. But I will tell you this: I do drive good, and I suck at math.
All right.
So he's the,
See what you're
the
doing there.
exception.
Yeah.
One thing I wanted to touch on, some big news here.
Big news.
Some big news here. As I get older, I'm realizing more and more that life is all about sacrifices, and my wife has sacrificed a lot, letting us be here, work here, and we've just had another kid, and we have two vehicles. And one of those vehicles is my beautiful, beautiful, beloved truck. My beloved truck that my whole family can't fit in. So I think it's go ahead and pour me a little bit more.
Yeah.
I definitely would toast to this one.
I've decided, my wife doesn't know yet, that I'm gonna list the truck. I'm gonna list the truck for sale. Yeah, because we need a family vehicle. We can't afford a third vehicle. We need a family vehicle that can fit me, my wife, and my two kids. So if you guys are interested, we're going to be releasing a truck video here pretty soon, and yeah, we're going to do a silent auction. So if you're interested in Old Blue, let us know.
All right.
Here's the Old Blue, guys.
Here's the Old Blue. Nostrovia. All right, I think we have another runner-up here. RZR Industries. What is that, like Razor Industries?
Oh yeah, that's I know that guy.
You know
Is
this
he
dude?
talking?
Yeah, well, he's talking. He's
What's he
saying
saying?
stuff. He said, "How do you guys get people to understand pricing? ? We are having trouble with people thinking our prices are too high." They're
Let me
thinking
see
the
that.
prices too- No, that's what he said.
No, I just want to see, make sure it's the
and
guy
he said
that
salute. Salute.
Oh no, this isn't who I thought it was. I thought it was Razor
don't know you.
Emporium.
Oh.
Emporium. I thought that was somebody else. So
Okay. But what's the you want to know the question again?
Yeah.
He said, "How do you guys get people to understand pricing? We are having trouble with people thinking their prices are too damn high."
Oh yeah. So you Oh, that's a hard one. That's a hard question. That's just got to be you sticking to your shit. Like whenever a customer, it happens all the time where people don't. It's just our culture today. It's really hard for people to understand when they don't see that very often. There's really good designs in stores, like really easily. You can go to a store and pick up something that looks really cool, but it's not built very well for very cheap, and that's our culture today. So when you have something that's made well, made to last, and also a great design, that like more than doubles the cost, and it's hard for people to understand that. So it's really not like trying to make them understand or get it. It's more you have to figure out how to get yourself in the eyes of the people who already know. There are people who can afford it and who know and who aren't going to question your pricing. That's the real difficult thing, and thing you have to figure out is how do you put yourself in front of them, and that's something that I think you handle with networking. That's like a business question. Network and figure out who's like a big deal in your area, who like knows all of the right people. Get in good with them, give some stuff away, do kind things, go out of your way, build relationships, network, and get yourself in front of the right people, the ones that can afford custom furniture.
Perfect. Hey, and then also, guys, that was awesome. Didn't mean to cut that off, whatever he was saying. But like 650R code, Cybertruck, you're going to give us a Cybertruck, that'd be great. But I want to let you guys know, like, hey, guys, thank you for all our Patreons. Or patrons?
It's patrons.
Are they patrons?
Yeah.
Patrons and joining our Patreon. And so, like, if you guys are interested, it's only $5 a month to join our Discord. That's it. And I think we're going to have like a free-for-all next week where for one day people can get the open link to the Discord, and then it will expire in a day. So you'll get to talk shop, whatever, any questions you might have, and we'll just load up in there. We could do another Q&A in there and stuff like that, or just to see what it's about, to see if you guys are interested in signing up. But still, it's only $5 a month, and you can get unlimited access. We might not answer everything, but bye!
Bye!
Yeah, I felt
and I'm like burning.
At least
up
you had
the
a
sun,
drink.
so I kept moving. Like I kept scooting
Yeah,
back.
no, I saw it. Yeah.
It's hot.
Yeah, no,
right
it's
here.
fine. It's fine. That's why we said we should have had Coronas. Could have bought a case. Okay, but guys, definitely. So we do have 2 styles of merch right now. We tested a couple of them out, but one of the shirts were we didn't like kind of like the texture of the what's it called, the higher end one.
I've actually gotten some feedback that people like the premium one.
Yeah, but they probably didn't try the tri blend.
No, so what they said was what people are.
I feel
saying,
like this can't breathe.
Yeah, so what I think I'm getting at is some more form-fitting guys like tri-blend and a little bit huskier guys like the premium. So that maybe we should keep both.
Which one's which?
This is premium.
This is tri-blend.
So this feels like like a Carhartt shirt.
Yeah, it's just how
it's that thick cotton.
Yeah.
So that's good. Like people like that.
So we could
I would
just
like
keep
sweat
both.
through it.
It's the premium and the tri-blend, and that's it.
Yeah,
Keep it simple.
that's what we're
All
gonna
right.
do.
So for our T-shirts, we have the 2 print offerings, which is the blue truck, which is gonna be like legendary if the truck does go, guys. So definitely get some of those while it's still limited. And then the build shirt, and then we are going to come out with a few new ones too as well. In a month you might see 2 more new ones, but we're going to start sampling and trying them out, so you might start seeing them in the videos. But thank you so much for our Patreons again. Blah blah blah. I don't know all the names, but we'll put it on the screen here somewhere. And then there will be a description to a new Amazon list too that will actually show you the photos of all the things that Will does purchase through our Amazon affiliate link. With that too, we got over 3,000 clicks since our latest video, and thank you so much for all the purchases that you guys already done off of that. And then if this is your first time here, definitely go check out our other videos that are going to be all over the place here at the end of the video, and like, comment, and subscribe. And then anything closing out for Will that you guys have?
We are offering the truck for sale to our fans first, so you guys have first opportunity. I'm not listing it anywhere yet, We'll give it some time, let it breathe, and if it doesn't sell, then we'll list it up. So you guys have first crack at getting Old Blue. It's a rare truck.
It'd be nice if it stayed in the community, you know?
Yeah. See you driving around.
Well, even if it's
In a ditch somewhere.
the national woodworking community.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, here's the Blue, guys.
Here's the blue.
Here's the blue.
Boy, Blue.
You're my boy. I really wish that was apple juice. Probably be more refreshing.
Yeah.